Good day all. As you can see from the pictures, I will be talking about the 500 target. I have been requested from some to do some explanations about the target. The target itself, the 500, for the player who want to have quick points with lower damage, they can go for it. And I will just focus in one point. The main point is to reduce your damage. Do not try to match the free repair that others they are getting. We also sometimes do some mistakes in drivings, and our fleets require to be repaired in base repair. But continue doing the target itself, and then just keep it overnight. Or if you do the same, that you just only do the 100 or the 101 free repair either in map or either in base, and then do the 100 overnight. And while you are in the work, so you do it twice in a day, you will be having the points that it will be enough to keep you matching the other players on the game. It's really that simple. If you are coining, just only try to reduce your coining for the repair. This is my advice to the target. I took a pictures. This is just only a picture screenshot for the target itself, because I cannot explain it while I'm on the target, because there is some as you have noticed, there is some ships will be spawned on the target itself. Not only these, there is some coming from the north and south, and additionally, the main things, if you have complete killing all these, the one in the image right now, so these ships, this one, and the center one, the target automatically it will be finished. Even if there is other ships has been spawned on the map itself. So you need to focus about this one to finish them on the time. You have the choice to make it on high speed and try to kill it faster, and the damage it will be between 4 minutes until 11 or 12. This is the time that I'm gaining. It depends also about the target that you are getting. As I explained that before, I don't have Gale on my fleets. I don't have the tokens to do them, and honestly I don't know what is the explanations from KIXEYE about it. I just keep moving about it. I'm not focusing about it. As I mentioned, Gale, it's only countermeasure the mortars and the UAV, while the ship it have a rocket. So how the countermeasure system work, I have no idea. In any way, my ships, it doesn't have any countermeasure except the anti-torpedo. So I don't have the Gale on my fleets. You can avoid that rockets by keep moving in a straight line and avoid the sudden turn. This is how you can avoid that part. I will just zoom it in to talk about it. I prefer to enter from 7 o'clock, and when I'm entering the 7 o'clock, I will be coming to these directions. As you can see, these parts, I will try to kill these ships, that type of the ships. I will just focus on it. So these, which is having the torpedo, I'll try to kill it one by one. So my countermeasure, the torpedo systems that I have, the anti-torpedoes, it will count most of it. So this is the first options. The second options, group them together. So if they are closer, not like this distance, in this way that your firepower, it will be focusing on one, and the splash will not be enough to have a damage from the other one. So the options, you have to keep them on a line together or closer to each other. In a line together like this one, and you kill them one by one, it will be perfect. If they are all together, it will be good, because you can kill both of them while we are firing from them. This one, it will not be activated automatically unless if you are very close from it. So even if this one activated, the drone will not be coming from these ships. It needs to be very close from it. So I prefer to kill this one and then come to the ship and try to kill the ship with the drone. Just keep moving in a straight line. Then you can come from inside and try to kill this one. This is the first options. Or you can come to the outs and try to kill the same things what we have done over here. You can repeat it over here. Honestly, the additional timing for killing faster or killing less, it's really maybe 1 or 2 minutes additionally. So it's up to you if you want to have a faster killings and little bit high damage and do the repair on the base, or you can kill it faster with not high damage, let's say reasonable damage, which is 7 to 10 minutes, and you continue killing the 500 and then keep it overnight repair. It's your decisions to do it. The second options, take your time. Maybe as I mentioned, it will be 1 or 2 minutes additionally than other. Normally people, they will do it. I have seen Jerry Gamer, he have done a great video. He was doing faster. He have the Gale on his ship. And he have 15 anti-torpedo. I have made some modifications to the ship, and I have add 1 additional anti-torpedo. So instead of 2, I have 3 in some of the ship. I just coined that part, so it's still with the 2 torpedo, still working with it. As you have seen the 101, I was doing the 101 with the total anti-torpedo 10, and right now I have it 12. Maybe later during the TLC I'll be having some tokens and I will modify it. I will add the Gale system? I believe I will not add it. Maybe I will keep some tokens for the next raid. If it's required to modify my fleets, I will do the modifications, but honestly so far I cannot say that it's required because the damage from the rocket, it's really very narrow and you can avoid them easily. So the same things, you can come from here, you do the same technique which I mentioned over here, you do it again in the same over here, and then you will do it over here. Then you can come enter whatever, sorry, I put it back again, whatever other ships coming. As you can see, there is a timer. I think it's 30 seconds or less between the first wave and second wave. Just do the same things. Try to keep in a straight line, avoid the sudden death, sudden turn, and kill the ship either one by one or either if they are closer to each other will be good. Do not try to engage with it while they are having a distance. And then you can enter inside and try to kill this one. I have seen some, they stop the ships and try to kill some of them. I prefer to keep moving and kill as much as I can, or I stop the ship, kill part of it, maybe 3 or 4, and then I'll be having an entrance to kill the ship. But try to avoid to get catch with the white ring. This white ring, it will reduce your speed, which will make you very easy target to be hit by the firepower from these drones. So this is small explanations about the 500, and I hope it's clear. It's really simple. So what I'm going to do, I will kill this ship, kill this one, and try to enter, try to kill some of this one, or I'll try to enter and kill the ships from here, and I'll try to give an entrance to kill the big the central ships. Then I'll be having the ability to kill the final targets over here. I hope it's clear. You have the options to enter from 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, or you have the options to enter from 5 o'clock, and you start instead from this part. You can start from this part. It's your own, the same principle. It doesn't really matter the entrance. The good things, the cloud is not moving. The same things which I have mentioned in 101, you need to avoid the cloud. The cloud is giving a damage on the target itself. So let's go to the target. I will close this one. So I still have the same build. I mentioned that I have add one anti-torpedo. Still the ship is in U2. As you can see over here, I have 3, and I have here, as you can see, 2. So still not the same. I just only have enough to have 12 in total, and I hope this will help. For the crew, you can use the Sea Serpent I mentioned before, as well also the Demolition Squad. I have used it and it's working okay with me. If you want to use the Sea Serpent crew, still also it's good. It gives you a good options for turn, but I don't want to have, as I mentioned, that I don't like to have the sudden turn. I'm trying to avoid it, so I'm just only carrying on the EV8 itself. So let me choose the Sea Serpent because it's most common one. And you try to, as I mentioned, try to focus reducing your damage itself. And it's good if you are getting free repair from the video you have watched, either my video or either other colleagues from the game. They are doing a very good video showing the target itself. But the target itself, really, it's not always predictable. Especially when the ships are coming out, because there's this 30 seconds and it will be respawn in the target itself. So you cannot always predict the movement as well. Also the ships, how they will be. Are they going to be together? Are they will be going far away? Are they close? And you are only focusing the fireball on one, and the other one will keep firing at you. So it's not always predictable. The target when it's moving, it's not the same as when you have a fixed turrets that it's on the buildings. So the target on this raid, especially the one that we have during this 2 month, it's really not predictable. So enough talking, let's go to the target. So I mentioned from 8 o'clock. So we'll come to kill the ships over here. As you can see, they will be activated before the drones, the ship of the drones. So I'll try to kill this one. Now I'll go out to kill the other ship. The drone will be killed by the cloud, so it's not an issue. Let them to come. Kill the ship over here. The same principle. Since I'm in the cloud, I'll have no issue with the drone. I'm just focusing to kill the the one that with the target, not the spawn one on the target. So since I'm just threatened from this one, I'll try to kill it to have more flexibility and kill it. So when you are killing the center ships over here, you can see the speed of the drone. The speed of the drone is reducing. And when it's reducing, this is the time that you are able to stop. So this is the target. I just try to explain it as much as I can to show you the target itself. So right now I have a small damage. Maybe it's a base repair. As I mentioned, that the target is not predictable and you'll be having some damage. As you can see here, this is the damage report, is 96% evade. So the Sea Serpent will do a good job for avoiding the torpedo. And you can see over here the explosive, I just only have 4% resisted and nothing has been taken from it. So it's really up to you if you want to add the gale system or not. The damage is 6 minutes. I have some damage on it, so I will just send it to repair, and we will do right now the 100 as some other player has requested how I do the 100. I mentioned the 100. I do some of them during the night and during the early morning, and keep them while away, keep them on repair. So I will just hit repair and I will just go and take print screen for the 100. So this is the target 100. As you can see, the ships are coming on this path. So the idea right now, my fleets will always start from this position. So just when you are entering the target, you just try to kill that one and then move on to kill this one, and then you move to kill this one. This is the normal principles. And when you kill that one, of course there is some drone will come up from here, and when I'm trying to kill this one, I try to kill it as a W. So I just came from this directions and then up in this directions and then move to this directions. This will give me a chance to have a maneuver from the drone and the rockets that it coming from them, since I don't have the gale system on my ships. I mentioned to you to avoid the sudden turn, so this is how I do. Then of course some of the ship, because the ship of the central one, which is here, it's having a slow speed, so other ships will be almost coming to the target, coming closer to it. So when it's coming closer to it, you try to kill that drone carrier over here and the other two ships, and then you just keep yourself on behind the cloud to avoid the drones. At the same time, you are trying to kill this one. When you are able to catch the fire from these drones, you just kill them. You have the options to stop your fleets and kill them one by one, or as I mentioned, that I'm keeping moving. I'm getting the damage in any way if I have been caught from it. So this is small explanations about the target. It's really not much, but as I mentioned again, the advice: do some sets in the morning, do some sets in the evening, keep it over day repair, focus to do the 101, which is require more driving. And on the last 2 days, you will know your scenario, how it is, and then you can either keep doing the 500 or the 101 or the 100 and 101 together, combined together, to catch up the point that you are missing. For the first, second, and third day, if you do that one, you'll be having enough in your 100 in a stock that can do 101 frequently. And even some player could help you to do the 101 if you are having missing some items, or you are getting bad damage from the 101. As I mentioned, the target again is not really always having the same damage as 500. Before, I have 6 minutes. Sometimes I'm getting 8 minutes or 10 minutes because I have made a mistakes while driving, but sometimes also I take it free repair. So don't focus about the part. See your strategy to do the target and focus how to do it and follow that strategy. And my strategy from the beginning, I'm autoing 100 morning and evening, and I'm driving only the 101 and 500. This is what I'm doing. And when my fleet doing the repair, I can do as well also the 600. I hope this will help the explanations, and we will go to do the target. So I group my fleet. I'm coming over here. I will kill this one. And then I move to the second one. I mentioned I will go as a W, so from here and then I'll make before the drone coming, so I'll be having a straight movements. Now again I'll go to the, so I'll be having this, as I mentioned, the straight movements. Before the drone arrive, I will just so I bring my ships over here. I'll be having the chance to kill the ship, but I will just wait for it. So I can bring, now I can move, clear this ship, and then I clear this ship, and then I can clear this one as well. So this is how I do the 100. I'm trying to make it simple, my driving, to make it easier to follow the instructions from it. It's simple maneuver. Try to use the cloud and try to avoid. As you can see, I have no explosive hit, even if I don't have the Gale system installed in my ship. The only things I have is just only the the connective, and you can see nothing taken, is only resisted, and the main, it was evaded. So the repair, as you can see, it's a free repair. This is how I do the main target, the 100. Honestly, I'm not focusing to do the 100, even if I'm getting the free repair, except for the last 2 days. If it's required and I need more points, I will do the complete set 100 and 101, or I will keep doing the 500 since it's already quicker and more easier to have the points. And then I will see how it works. Either I continue overnight and overday to do the 100, and then I will do the 500 and 101, which is really giving you a good points in your inventory. Thank you again, and see you in another video.